Hello and thank you everybody for participating in the tasting. Our first not blind tasting. Thanks for being here. Um, I'm happy to have Manuel Inoa on our show today, and he will lead us through the tasting. Hi Manuel. Uh, Before we get to you, I would just like to explain a little bit how we're going to organize it. I would first of all like you to, and I see you did it already, most of you, mute your microphones so that we don't have any echoes or surrounding noises. In case you do want to say something or ask a question, please raise your hand. If anybody doesn't know how to do that, you go to participants or Teilnehmer in German, and then you'll see all the people participating. And below that, you have an invitation, and on the right-hand side, you have raise your hand. So that our nice co-host, Javier from Madrid, can unmute your microphone and then you can talk, and he will tell you when it's your turn. I would also like to thank Gustavo Velayos from Aurora Cigars, who made the whole thing possible. I would like to thank Annette Strutzberg from Arnold Andre in Germany, who sent the cigars to us that we sent to you, at least to 40 of you. I don't know who has it or not. Some probably didn't arrive with all the disruptions of the postal services. And I would like to thank Marta in Madrid, who is hosting the whole show. And of course, Manuel Inoa, the master blender of La Aurora. Let's get started, Manuel. I don't know if you know all the people that you see here. You know for sure most of them. But for those who haven't met you, I would like to introduce you to the crowd, our tasting panel member. Manuel has been in the tobacco business for 35 years. He started initially, I believe, with General Cigar in the Dominican Republic. And he was, since he's a mechanical engineer by studies, he was more or less overseeing production numbers and pipapo, which was not, as he found out later, was not his passion. His passion is tobacco and cigars, but he only found that out during those 10 years at General Cigars. And then he was lucky enough to be part of the La Aurora team, where he really got into tobacco. And now, Manuel, you can take over. You are not only their master blender, you're also production manager, and you are the international brand ambassador. Would you please be so kind and just introduce yourself to the crowd a little?
Of course. Yeah. I'm the master blender for La Aurora. I'm Manuel Inoa. I'm traveling all over the world, just doing seminars, telling the people what we produce. People that is involved in tobacco business need to know how the cigar is made, how many hands is behind working hard to put you happy at the end. So it's true. A lot of people is involved when you decide to do a new blend, starting from the crop, then for the process, and at the end with the blended one. So the company decided to put me in the front from 4 years ago to teach people, to tell him what he can get when you smoke good or bad cigar. Because you can find it good and bad for sure in the market. As soon as they understand the way that we made the crop, the plantation with the process, they appreciated more the cigar. So it came into me like something that you cannot be separate anymore. You die with that. So No more engineer, master blender all the time. Well, do you know, today we have a very unique seminar because it's not the usually that we do for people, because this is very personal for your team. And there is will be a great honor to guide you through this seminar today. So, like you know, maybe you don't know that we do cigar for different countries. We got the Preferido Brazil, we got the Preferido Broadleaf from the States. Also, we got the Preferido for Cameroon, Africa. We do country. Today, we will do the 107. We bring it to the 107 umbrella because this is the brand that will be potentialized. Now we do the 107 Nicaragua. We will guide you through those beautiful lands that could be done in different places. In this case, will be Nicaragua. So I hope everyone have the beautiful cigar 107 Nicaragua in your hand. I will explain you first how we do in the factory. In the factory, we have at least 10 to 20% how the cigar look like. You can see the cigar and put to work the 5 senses. The first sense that I put to work is the eyes, because when you can see a beautiful cigar or a worse cigar. In my case, I have a very nice one, and the appearance. And we give you a number, 1 to 10, or 1 to 7, it depends on the scale. So let's say my scale will be top of 10, the best, and 1 is the low. In terms how I see, I can for sure 9, 10, 9.5 or 10, because very well done. The head, the cut is good, and the wrapper is even. It's not too much vein in it. It's nice. Also, the touch. You can feel how well done is that cigar made. Very unique. The rollers do a very good job in this one. I hope you are the same page like me. The third one is the ear. That's way you can determine how dry or wet could be the cigar. But I don't recommend you to do that, because when you go to the cigar store, it's not permitted that you do that. You will be broken. So it's just to know that we can work with the 5 senses. I got the ear, I got the eyes, I got the touch. And now we need to use nose and palate. Cut. The cut has to be done for the top of the down, let's say 1 millimeter, just like that. Why? Because we need information. And the information is on the smoke. When you bring all the smoke into the mouth, need to be open. If you use a cutter like a punch, you will block the head. So not all the information will come to you. Even if you use a big cut, will be blocked too. So we need to have one open one, like this, round, or the normal that we use at every place. Because we will get sensation, we will get information in it. As soon as I open, I light up. One thing, I prefer to do like this, without fire. That will tell me if the tobacco is well aged, or if they have a so dust in it, like earth notes. At the beginning, you can get the earth note right away if you do it in the cool. but the only I can perceive in the mouth because all the sensation came into the smoke. So let's do it. I light it up outside. Then I bring it to my mouth and rotate it. I need to be very clear when I burn the cigar because we made an evaluation from it. So I have to be burning perfectly at the beginning. Okay. Please put it comfortable because today we don't be smoke a cigar. We be enjoying a cigar. It's not the same. Smoke for people to be nervous, to be tough with the work, things like that. Enjoying is relaxing time. For this reason, I have a very nice room with me to be more relaxing when I get the cigar. I hope you have some drink over there too. Okay. And the first puff, we let it in through the nose. Through the mouth, you only can perceive 4 flavors. 5 because we have the new one, the umami. I hope you know about the umami. You can investigate it, you find it in the internet, you find information. But the 4 ones that we use today for everything is the sour, the bitter, salty, and sweet. Only those 4, and the tongue. The tip sweet, and the side sour, and things like that. And the back sour, and the side is a little bit acid, and things like that. Into the nose, you can get more than 10,000 flavors and emotions, sensations. If you go to Google, you will find it 100 million. But let's stay with 2,000 or 3,000. It's when we talk about earth note, we can get dry earth note or wet earth note, or mineral note. Earth notes cover every 3 part of that I tell you now. If we say about citrus, there are a lot of citrus. You have to classify in your mind red citrus, green citrus. Green citrus, most of the times are very acid. Red citrus go to the side of the very harmonic flavor and sweet. So notes are memory from the past, flavors. You have to bring memory when you are getting the information through the note, like this. It's a retro hair. In my case, what's my first cigar that I take today? So they became a little bit irritated, spicy, or pepper. I say it's not pepper, it's not spicy, it's irritation because my nose is very clean today. So the first time, irritation. Then you can get more things that you can say if it's pepper or spice. For now, irritation. Yeah, now it's different, totally different. Anytime that we do a panel, we have to divide the cigar in thirds. First third, second third, and the end, the last third. Why? Because a good cigar has to bring you emotion all the time. changing. The cigar has supposed to be dynamic. A boring cigar is a cigar that all the time is giving to you the same flavor. And that's not good, because let's say we have a smoke wood all the time, smoking. You will be boring. Cigar not need to be happy. So, in the first third, we will find out things and we will talk. And the second third, another things into the end, different things. It's not the same that he start that the finish. In terms of flavor, in terms of goodness, maybe start bad and finish tremendous. So never give an opinion from one cigar at the beginning. Finalize your cigars. You have to smoke it from the beginning. Let's say start very bad. But it's your cigar. You pay $10 for that, 10 euros. So you smoke it to the end, and now you can say the cigar is good or it's bad. So we have a one around half an inch. So let me see what we can find here. Oh yeah, he opened it very nice with a touch of cinnamon touch, and the spicy side. It's not pepper. Why is spicy? Because you have the spiciness and some sweetness and freshness in the mouth. Very fresh. It's not pepper because it's not aggressive. Please don't confuse the peppering, because in the pepper you have the black and red pepper, a little bit aggressive. This is a very subtle spiciness that the tobacco from Nicaragua has. Oh yeah. Can you feel some oiliness in the mouth? In my case, I get the oiliness because the nutty fruit nuts, the nutty fruits, the nuts, like almonds, like walnuts. Very, when you eat it, and then keep the mouth very oily. Fruit, nutty fruit is there. A top touch of wood, very clear for me, because we use a lot of cedar, reminding like that the cedar wood. In your case, could be mahogany, could be oak, depending what your memory brings to you. It's a type of wood. Doesn't matter that you classify it. It's woody, you like it, that will be your cigar. It's spicy, you like it, that will be your cigar. So the cigar telling you what they have, and that way you say, that's my cigar, or this is no, because I don't like the fruity notes. And if the cigar has some fruity notes in it, you don't like it. If you doesn't like it, the cigar don't like it to you. So this is the reason why you choose your really one cigar, because flavors. So here on the third, we got some touch of wood, some spiciness, some dry fruit notes, and very nutty, yeah. If you want to do some question, please, just let me know. We can comment the third, and we can interact with it.
If I may, Manuel, I'll be short. The spiciness that you mentioned in this cigar, which is really not pepper.
No, it's not aggressive.
Right. How would you describe that?
Oh, have you tried sometime the cinnamon wood? by himself, you chewings, yeah, they became some spicy in the mouth. But if you threw it through the nose, people doesn't do it because they only go to taste. Ah, it's cinnamon. But if you do it through this, it's like this, that it touch to give it to you. But in the mouth, keep it fresh when you eat the cinnamon. And then at the end, when the spice is gone, you have some sweetener in it. Had you this experience?
I totally agree. Yeah.
Yeah,
There is
exactly.
spiciness in vanilla, and yeah. But I'm sorry,
Yeah.
guys, please raise your hands so that Javier sees the order of questions coming in and he will assign them.
Yeah, I can see the questions, and all the participants have just said by the chat that anyone that want to make a question to Manuel, please feel free. We intend this to be dynamic, and you are all invited to take part of the chat.
Yeah, please. We are like a family. Today is a very close seminar. No one, it's not open for everybody. So it's a good of family, friends,
Okay.
coming together, sharing information.
Manuel.
Yeah.
Yeah, Michael. Michael has a question for you. Please, Michael, open your microphone and you can do it.
Hi, Manuel. Hi, everyone.
Hey, Michael, how you been?
How are you? Could it be that your cigar, because you're in the Dominican Republic, has some other things that you feel than the one we have in Europe now?
I don't understand clear the question. Can you say again?
I mean, just that we have it now in another continent that you have. Maybe it's a bit drier here than you have it on your side. For me, at the moment, it's quite a bit more aggressive than you described it. Can that be?
At the beginning? Yeah. Listen, for now, you are the first. Europe is the first that have the cigar. We're not launching Dominican yet, even the state. No, only you. So cigar are very well aged on a humidor. We took around 2 years to create it. It's tobacco from around 7 to 8 years. And the cigar have around 9 months into the aging room. So I have to go to be perfect. I don't know if how you keep it over there, how long you have in your hand. Depending how you put it on the humidor. But again, what flavor is bringing to you?
It's quite, at the beginning, it was totally irritating my nose. As you said it at the beginning, I mean, totally irritating. A lot of spice, pepper. I think I had, it was kind of very, it's also my first cigar today. It's 5 o'clock here, but it was quite heavy. I thought, wow, this is now full power at the beginning, but now it's not full power in the past.
No, it's like I tell you, it's open like irritated, very irritated, like a peppery. But when you do the second or the third puff, they became smooth. It's something unique that we created in Dominican with Nicaraguan tobacco. You will see the blend. I will show you later. But you have to be clear because it's very close. The peppering and the spicing, very close. The difference is the spiciness is the sweetness that came in the mouth. And the pepper and the peppering is, all the time is like a chili hitting you. But you have red and black, then you can describe which one it is. But for sure, it's a little bit peppering at the beginning that people are confused like irritation. Irritation, yeah. It's virgin the nose. But as soon as you get it, they become reducing and go to the spicy side. That's the way it's supposed to be.
Okay, thank you, Michael. And now the order. I'm writing down the order. Ben, I saw you, but I'm writing down the order so to do it properly. And now it's Them. Them has a question for you, Manuel. Them, please, if you want to open your microphone.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Reinhold, and thank you very much, Manuel. I hope you can hear me well. I have two general questions, and then also specific to the cigar, if you can also respond. First one is the binder. As a blender, how important is a binder to you in a cigar? And in terms of this cigar, what type of binders did you specifically choose, or did you specifically choose something special?
Listen. Let's discompose in three parts the cigar: the filler, the binding, and the wrapper. Okay. Company decide to use one type of wrapper because we have crop in different countries. And we got association. In this case, we decide to use Nicaragua wrapper. Yeah. We have to use it because we buy a ton and a lot of kilos of tobacco, and we have to use it. That's no problem. Then you want to do the blend with tobacco from Nicaragua, for Estelí, Jalapa, Condega, whatever. You choose the tobacco and start to play with that. And you have to play with 3 binders. All the time I play with 3 binders. In this case, we use 3 Nicaragua binders. Jalapa, Condega, Estelí. It's something for Hamatran too, but then I reject it. I have those 3. I start to play with the filler. We see the filler, different place, different percentage. So moving the percentage and keeping 3 binding and 1 wrapper, you can start to play with it. And in this cigar, we do around 80 different samples to try. Because I can't describe you what I do, but behind me, there are a lot of people, like a team, that work with the palate, like we do today. Today we will take a decision at the end, for sure. The cigar is made, but I'm thinking behind. When they have a lot of people that we don't know what it is, let me find out, and this is the best, what are you looking for, what are the people looking for? And then we both agree to get it. So binder is very important in the moment you play.
And then, thank you very much. A second question about the type of rolling. Again, as a blender, how important type of rolling is to you, and specific
what
to
you
cigar,
mean? What do you mean with type of rollers?
Not rollers, but rolling, like accordion or.
Oh, no. That's it. That's it. The type of empuño guys do it. Rolling is for the wrapper. Okay?
Yeah.
Roll is for wrapper. And binder and filler is for the empuño. Okay? Or the bunch. The type of bunch, yes, you mean.
Bunch,
yeah.
Type of bunch. And how important is it to you? And what did you use in this one, and why?
Yeah, but listen. I don't know if everyone is familiar with the accordion way to do an empuño. To do accordion, we have to use very wet tobacco in it, because if you use dry tobacco, you can break the leaf and have a problem. Then at the end, we have to be accurate the humidity of that tobacco. In the Caribbean, it's complicated to keep this humidity. Also, the way that the tobacco, the air flow through, I don't like it. I don't like accordion. Okay? Entubado. Most of the people try to do entubado. Hope you sometime come to the factory and show you the team. Maybe you know it, but the rest maybe doesn't know. That entubado have to use all the time one leaf. Very wet too. You are using wet tobacco that bring you a lot a lot of ammonia, because as soon as you put water in the tobacco, ammonia, the way that they breathe is through the ammonia. So doesn't like to, because you have to wait more time waiting to the dryness came. Most of the time, I want to make it like a book. Book is the best, but it's the most complicated. Not all the people can do it because maybe they don't have the technology to taste every single cigar. We do like a book and taste the cigar. So for sure, nobody have a cigar that is not tight. Everybody has a very raw cigar, easy to smoke. Our rollers, our master rollers, like Luis Lopez that you meet them, we love to do like a book. It's the best way to do it. Not everybody do it, but we don't have problem with that. We have a very good laboratory, very good quality control assurance. So book is the best for me. Everyone has their own book.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. And now from Italy, Gino, please.
Hello to everybody. Hello to everybody. Hello, Manuel.
Hello, Gino. How you been, my brother?
Fine. I hope you remember we met also in Pompeii. You came to our club in Pompeii.
Absolutely. This is the reason why I'll be here for you, brother.
Thank you. Listen, no, I go back to the beginning when you were talking about the cigar and the first, actually now almost the first inch that I'm smoking. And yeah, yes, exactly. I don't feel any like CERN, nothing that was very, very strong, very peppery to me. If I was to go to a taste itself, I would say it's more like a very mature prune, a dark prune, a raisin. It gives me that sweetness of a raisin, and then some pungent also. But it's very the cinnamon, I find it more delicate comparing to what I'm smoking now. But it's still
that's right,
on the sweet part. It is still on the sweet part. And well, I also wanted to ask you, but I already got the reply about how you were rolling, if it was in Tubado or like a book or accordion. So you already replied to it. So that's it. Basically, I just was anticipated in the question, but I just told you about you my feeling on the first inch.
You have a very good sense because I know the racing, the sweetener racing coming in the second third, and you get in the first third. That's good. Very good.
Okay, thank you, Gino. And now is Ben. Ben is raising the hand like this for a while. And Ben, please make your question, please. Let me open your microphone now. Now you can talk now.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Ben from Belgium, and I had two questions. Well, the first thing was, in the beginning of the cigar, I found also some minerality and very dry.
Earth note.
And now that I have a sip of my Belgian Trappist beer, it goes much better. It goes much better.
Cool. We don't want to talk today about pairing because it's another things, but for sure you had. Yeah, please.
My main question is this the first time you worked with Nicaraguan tobacco?
No. If you look into the 1495, very old cigar, we start to do the thing that I explained at the beginning. In the 1495, we have 5 countries. We got Nicaragua, we got Brazil, we got Connecticut, USA, we got Ecuador, and we got Dominican. And that moment we do a very unique box that we call it connoisseur selection.
And Colombian, Manuel.
Colombian, no, we don't do for Colombia the full of them. For sure, they have Colombian in the blend, Carmen Cubita, yes. But in terms of country, that's 1495 has 5 countries. So we do this in 2007, 2006. Once the 1907. Yeah, 1907, 1906. Absolutely.
But is this a puro Nicaragua? Is this complete Nicaraguan tobacco?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a few moments, Nicaraguan puro.
It's pure Nicaragua.
Okay.
But I don't want to go. The company decide to don't go too aggressive with the Nicaragua hash. You know, it's we want to go to something smooth to bring flavor. Remember, the company all the time is looking for flavor to put people happy.
Yeah.
If you do aggressive tobacco from Nicaragua, you can do it too, because people like some aggressiveness, like the peppering, very potentialized. We go with the side, some touch of peppering, but most on the spicy side. It's very good tobacco, very good tobacco, very nice crop we use for it.
Okay.
At the end, not at the end, at the middle, we will show you the different components that we got inside.
We are in the second part now, and it's changing.
Yeah, now I got the sweetener, the raisin, no more cinnamon, no. The spices keep it, but the raisin coming. Now they go to the tropical fruit, like citrus. You have some saliva or some dryness? You have some.
It's becoming smoother, I think.
Smoother, yeah, because most of the nutty fruits notes coming. Yeah, they keep the mouth a little bit oily. Yeah,
I think
good.
so.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ben. There's no more questions waiting. Yeah, Reinhold.
Thank you. Manuel, you mentioned tropical fruits and also citrus. I'm getting, I don't know if that's considered to be citrus. It's like a mango, pineapple. But tropical fruits, you're right. Citrus, I would be.
See, it's inside. A tropical fruit you can get on the citrus side, or on the just fruity, like a mango, like a banana, yellow banana, no green plantain. You know, yellow banana, right? The sweetness. It's the same thing in your country. Like we say, banana is the yellow one.
No, we have different bananas over here.
How you call it? Plantain? Or green?
A banana over here in Europe, I hope everybody agrees, would not have any acidity at all.
It's very sweet.
It's well, but it's also not as sweet as in the Caribbean.
Okay, gotcha. Yes, but you're right.
Maybe overripe banana when it's kind of really darkened and brown and like really it feels like jelly when you touch it. Maybe that has that kind of sweetness.
Yeah, the one that you can eat it. You can eat it right away. You rip it off and you can eat it. Also the mango for sure, my friend. Some sweetness. You know how it changed. Now what's agreed when they have the earths, the mineral earths now, because that is typical for Nicaragua. Remember that the Nicaragua has volcano land, so the earth is no wet earth, no dry earth. It's like mineral that came to you. Nice touch of flavors. Yeah, we are going to the second part now. Yeah, you know how it changed. No more aggressiveness. It's more smooth. The smoothness coming because the touch of coffee cream. Some of the refactor coffee is coming at this moment now. Very creamy. Oh, it's my ash falling down, so that's enough. Very good. Yeah, you can.
There's no more questions waiting, Manuel. So maybe
Okay,
you can
continue,
go
yes.
on with the second, third tasting.
Yes, sir. I will put out it's moment to put it out the band. Yeah, because if I keep it, maybe I start to get bad flavor because the mineral that the bad thing that the paint has and the bands. So I put it out here. Let's see what happens.
Can I just
Manuel.
add one question to Mirko and Peter? We were in the Dominican Republic in January and had the pleasure of smoking this cigar very fresh. Do you guys remember to smoke the same cigar, or has it changed for you?
Now, this is a good point for you because you're tasting over the fresh. You remember maybe 1 month. Now that have 9 months in the aging room. So can you tell me if you feel some different from the very beginning and now?
As from my side, I can tell you it is a different taste for me. There are some notes that I recognize from the tasting we had with you in the Dominican, but it's getting now to my palate a little bit more round. It's more complex, and I could remember to have more single flavors that I could test when we had it fresh. And now they're melting together, and it's even harder to separate them. But from the taste overall, it's even better than we had it in the Dominican as a fresh cigar. That's my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely agree with you because you know, tobacco, you cannot rush the time. Tobacco needs to be in the perfect time, aging. When you, for sure the tobacco was aged at that moment, but when you combine the 3 compounds, the filler, binding and wrapper, different humidity, different flavors start to fight. So they have to be nice, smooth. We got it now. Thank you. We are on the same page.
You wanted to make a question?
Yes.
Again?
Yes, as we were just talking about. I don't know if you can say it now or you say it later, Manuel. I mean, the tobacco you used, how old is it? And for you, the age of a cigar starts from when you roll it, or you include also the age of the tobacco when you started? I mean, if the tobacco, for example, is 5 years old and you rolled this cigar 9 months ago, is this for you a cigar of 6 years, or it's a cigar of 9 months, so 1 year?
No. From seed to tobacco ready to smoke, it's around 7 to 8 years. Because we use different crop. For this reason, I tell you from 7 to 8, because different places, we choose the tobacco for different places. I will show you in a moment. But yes, tobacco ready age could be 6 years, just age. You have to put from seed for the crop until fermenting process, curing process, 2 more years. So from seed to cigar made, it's around 7 to 8. But when you roll, because the different humidity that you put in the wrapper, fill it and bind it, you have to age at least 21 days. At least 21 days. In this case, we use 9 months more to keep it more smooth, getting more smooth, because a little bit aggressive could be fine in just young tobacco. Not the tobacco, the cigars. It's not the same. You smoke a cigar ready-made for 5 days to the 21 day or 90.
Yeah, I agree. No, the question was, so for you, the aging of the cigar, I mean, it's the cigar that starts aging from the moment it's finished to roll.
Exactly.
Even if it has old tobacco inside. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. We put in the aging room with it's control with temperature and humidity to keep it safe all the time. Aging. Until more age, more flavor. Be careful, because during the time the tobacco continue working like the fermentation process, so they lose power, but and flavors. I love that. I love flavors. This is what I'm talking about today.
So basically, as you are rolling in as a book, you said you prefer to roll in a book, so the tobacco is more dry comparing to a entubado or accordion that use more water. In that case, a cigar entubado or accordion will need even longer time to be ready.
A longer time, and you have the risk if you roll it, your buncher is not trained for do that. You maybe have a surprise at the end, because if they do wrong, problem come with the tight. You cannot smoke.
Yeah. Yes, of course. Thank you.
Thank you, Gino. And now Mirko is raising hand. Mirko, please. Let me open your microphone.
Hi,
no.
You hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, yes, sir.
Okay. Hi, nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. I remember every second of our tasting from January, but I have the same opinion as Peter. I think this is the same taste as the cigar in January, but in January we smoke a cigar, I think 24 hours before you roll it, and this cigar today, it's much more smooth. It's relaxing to smoke this cigar. It's the same flavor, everything is the same, but it's more smoothie, I think. It's a perfect cigar, but I have the same opinion as Peter. It's the cigar is more round. You know what I mean? You understand what I mean?
Very rounded, because all the combination came together now, and flavors coming more smooth, more elegant, elegant.
But it's the same taste, really, completely the same.
At the end of the second third, they became with more of the vanilla and honey side. Now the tropical fruit goes into the wild fruit, like blueberry, like berry, and the side of the berries, blue, cherry, whatever. Depends what you all the time eat, you know.
Yeah. But before Reinhard says something to the bananas, it's right what they say. We don't know the same taste as you to bananas. It's only sweet. We don't know the sweetness in Europe by bananas.
No, but let me tell you, there are some drinks that help to potentialize more flavor. If that drink have a good combination with the cigar. In my case, I take with this rum, also with one whiskey that have some touch of banana hints. If you don't get it clear here, when you take this drink, the banana coming blow up, hitting you. Yeah, this is the reason why when you smoke a cigar, you want to do the pairing with coffee, rum, bourbon, or wine, because you want to get more flavor. But people don't say no. People want to drink, they want to smoke. But no, they feel good because good flavor for the drinks and good flavor for the cigar mean a lot. But they don't pay attention to describe what it happened with the cigar with the change, because they change all the time. The cigar change. That's the beautiful things that the Aurora cigar has, changing all the time.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mirko. I agree with you. Unfortunately, we don't have those wonderful guineos they have in Dominican Republic. That are wonderful bananas. And now Aldo wanted to make a question too. Please, Aldo, open your microphone.
Hello, Manuel. Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, Aldo.
I'm not sure if you remember me. I still have in my heart an amazing meeting I attend here in Italy with a seminar about Aurora DNA. It was really fantastic. It's
Well, maybe I don't see you with the time.
Yeah, no, some years ago. Well, my question is, when you decide to develop a new blend, where does it start? So you have an idea, you have some new tobacco that you want to use, a new fermentation, a new aging process that you want to experiment, and then you go with this new project, and then a new blend arrive? Or
No.
you have the feeling that you want to do something different, you have some, what do you have in your mind when you are developing a new blend?
Listen, all the time we are making samples, trying tobacco for different crop. Crop is very important because we have a factor to affect a good cigar. One of the factors is the weather, the climate. And every year, like the grapes, change. And sometimes you decide to use a very nice crop for limited edition and the regular crop for regular cigars. Everything starts from marketing department. Because all the time marketing department is on the outside the country, flying, visiting people, listen to people, what did they try to get. So when marketing department, in this case, Gustavo Belayo came, hey, we need something special, something unique. Okay, I think I have something unique because I taste so many crop. What do you want to do? Something very special? Yes. I have the tobacco, but it's not too much because we select the best of the best. And we all the time keep it like this. And when marketing department say, okay, I want to go with one limited edition and one regular edition. This is a regular edition. This is not limited, this is up. So we have to be sure to have the good tobacco to supporting him. We go to the team, I think it's good enough because the crop, but now we have to see what happens when you do the cigar. So the whole team is together, take a decision. At the end, only Guillermo can say, the owner, okay, this is it. This is what we go through. So we have a very nice panels. We have 2 panels inside, one daily panels and one weekly panels. Daily panels to take care of all the tobacco what we buy and taking control of the production. And the second panel to go with projects like this. Yeah, it's a whole team to work together. Marketing department put the idea. We follow them.
Thank you, Manuel. It was a great answer. Thank you.
Very good.
Thank you, Aldo. And now Sam have another question. Please, Sam, open your microphone.
Thank you. Manuel, this, especially on the first and second third, there was a lot of tingly feeling on the tongue.
What is that?
A bit tingly feeling on the tongue. A bit.
Javier, can you translate this to me to Spanish?
Cosquilleo, un cosquilleo.
Oh. That's good or bad for you? That's good or bad for you?
Oh, it's not bad at all. But I want to understand the reason behind it.
Yeah, remember all the tobacco, because we had 2 regions and different position foliar of the tree, different level, like seco, volado, ligero, things like that. Everyone bring you this particularity. When you use ligero and bicho from one side or seco, they try to fight each other. The fight is the triggers. They coming, and you feel what happened here. But at the end, flavor open up. Yeah.
Thank you.
You know, I'll tell you at the beginning, never judge one cigar at the beginning. Wait until the end to say, okay, that cigar is good, that cigar is bad. In this moment, no more earth, wood notes, and coming now on the side of the spiciness keeping all the time. Very smooth. Maybe some touch of leather appear now, like used leather, not brand new leather, huh? Not chewing leather, because if you chew leather, tastes horrible. Smell it. They use leather, like saddles. Saddle, that's the name.
Okay, thank you, Simon. Now, Reinhold, again, want to make a question, please, Reinhold.
Thank you. I just want to come back to Aldo's question about the blending process and the process of developing new cigars. When you said that you are doing your daily job with the tobacco that you use in the existing cigars, and once a week you meet for new projects with new tobaccos, does that mean that you and your tasting panel, you are basically always have to be ahead of the marketing, Gustavo, and once Gustavo says, well, we need a cigar from a certain area, or a cigar that is not as strong as the previous we had, with more whatever pepperiness or more sweetness, then you go through your books and say, okay, we've had those tastings, so these are the 5 we can choose from, and then we develop from those 5 the one that you're looking for. Is that right, or am I totally off?
You're right. You're right. How about in my computer? Every year we have to taste, let's say, Piloto Cubano. Piloto Cubano, we have 2 regions right here in Dominican. La Canela ones, and Mao is another. All of you know that the land is important for the taste of and flavor of the cigars, of the tobacco. So we have to get samples from La Canela and small pure grade. Pure grade, everybody know what pure grade means, right? See, we do pure grade from Seco, from Viso, from Ligero, from La Canela. And all those flavors that we find in all the things, everything, if it's harsh, if it's irritated, if it's a good flavor, everything that appears in the Seco, Viso, and Ligero, we put in the computer. Then we go to Mao and do the same for the Piloto Cubano, Seco, Viso, Ligero. The same thing we do, for example, in this case, in Nicaragua. We get Seco, Viso, Ligero from Eteli, we smoke it for the crop. Right? They say 2018, 2019, because the crop starting 2018, ending the year, beginning 2019. As soon as they go to the fermenting process, very aggressive, we start to get things, to put it right there. Will be much better when the tobacco finalize the fermenting process and go to the aging process. Now in the aging process, I know will be much better because aging will give you the beauty of the cigars, of the tobacco. So for every single crop that we handle in the factory, we have to have every year Seco, Viso, and Ligero, and the Medio Tiempo, la Coronas on the top, different profile. We put in the computer, marketing department say, okay, people want the market, something nice, very spicy, very nutty. We go to the computer and see which tobacco has that, and we bring it to my hand. Let's say we took 3 or 4 different tobacco. Taste by himself with his own notes. You don't know what will happen when you put them together. This is the reason why we do so many samples to try with the wrapper and the binder that we decide. So when we start to do something, we have to consult in the computer that we already made years ago, because you cannot keep it in mind. You have too many different crops. For example, the company has tobacco for 10 years, 10 to 12 years, 12 years, because we do one limited edition that the horse DH, horse that will take 12 years. So we need to have this in the computer, because every year you have to bring new flavor, because the weather, you have to be similar all the time. Similar, not the same. Because weather change the organoleptic things on the tobacco. But you're right, Ray.
Thank you, Manuel. And now Gustavo Velayos wants to make a question too. Please, Gustavo.
No, it's not a question. It's also I would like to add something to the answer that Manuel did, because by listening to Manuel, it looks too simple, but it's not, because from the marketing department, we don't mind that we have no glue. So the expert is Manuel. And sometimes we're coming with some crazy ideas, and Manuel is the person who has to take those ideas and to make an idea in something real. It came to my mind the DNA project. Imagine how you can make the DNA project in the marketing department. So it's not just that we are looking for something with more strength than the regular cigar. No, I mean, we want something different. We want to be innovative. We want to go to the origins. We want to recover an old tobacco process. And besides that, we're also looking for this taste profile. So it's not that easy to take all these just ideas, words, and to make something real. So, because I'm remembering the DNA project, and this is just between all of us, when we started the DNA project, it was not just for Dominican. It was for Nicaragua, it was for Honduras, it was for the States. So the idea was, under this DNA project, was to recover the old tobacco processes from all different parts of the world. How the master blender is going to be able to make this real? How is he's going to make this real? How he's going to recover the old tobacco processes from all different parts of the world? And so, you know what I mean? It's not just talking about tobaccos and strengths and flavors. It's more than that. And Manuel is the person who put us into the reality, because sometimes we are not in reality. We are just, flowing up and dreaming. But he's the guy who makes the recipe, but also who define if the idea is crazy, if it's not crazy. It's not that simple, as Manuel explained. It's not just a computer. It's more than that. It's also knowing about tobacco history, about traditions. It's more than that.
Yeah, absolutely, Gustavo. Thank you. You need to know the land. You need to know the farmer. You need to know the crop. It's so many things. I try to simplify it because I know it's not enough time to describe. But that's right. But it's the more harder problem, not problem. The biggest responsibility for the blender is not just make the blend. It's to keep the profile blend through the years, because a cigar need to be the same year to year. It's a very big complicated. You have to play every year with the new crop that you will using. I don't know if you see the chart. Everybody see the chart?
Yes.
See, okay. This cigar inside do you have Condega Seco inside? Why Condega? But we get the Condega, we saw that it's a little bit aggressive, very aggressive. For this reason, I don't use too much tobacco of this. I don't use the Viso from the Condega. I only use the Seco and the Ligero to reduce the impact. Also, you got the Viso for the Teli. I love the Teli in terms of flavor. They bring you a more rounded flavors to you, more smooth. So I use the Teli Viso, then I use the Condega, and then we bring the Teli Ligero, because for sure in the blend, the higher percentage is in the Ligero Teli.
Manuel, sorry to interrupt you. Could you be so kind to share the slide, because in this way we're not able to see it. So probably it's better to return to the to the old times.
Okay.
Can you share?
Yeah, ponlo grande, Papa. Yeah, I will put it bigger. Yeah. I will put the whole frame. You can see it?
Much better. Thank you.
Very good.
May I suggest that if you all, instead of the gallery, use the I don't know how is it in English, but I have it in Spanish, the speaker, you see on the top right part of your
view.
Instead of gallery, yeah, if you use that, you see the guy that is talking in a big screen, so you can watch the presentation properly.
Reinhold.
Yes.
Did you see the chart?
Yeah. Now it's perfect.
Yeah. Listen, that chart is, my intention was only telling you the Nicaragua Viso. If you see, there are some comments in the Nicaragua Viso. Sweet tobacco, pleasant, medium strength, very aromatic. You know, in the cigars, I wanted you to help me to fill it up the number 1, number 2, number 4, and number 3 and 4. I know it's complicated to do it with the cigar. That's notes came from the pure grade. But at the end, I wanna, for your team, to overall flavors that you can feel it. Please, that will help me a lot, because you have a very expert team that can share the information with us. I will be appreciated.
Now, let me start, if I may. You are looking for the other 3 tobaccos and their characteristics, right?
Yeah, you remember the pure grade that you smoked in the factory?
Yeah. So I would say you added a little Nicaragua Seco Condega for the earthiness.
That's right. That's right. This is the one that I give you the mineral notes.
Right. So let's see if anybody else has any suggestions to number 3 and number 4, what they could add.
Yeah, somebody have another notes that we can say that you feel it? That way we can classify it into the rest of 3 and 4. Javier, can you help me in that?
I can help you with the notes in the last third, or because I
No.
the full grades.
I think that I say it's help me with the people want to talk about the cigars. That way I can get his feeling and put in the right concept of the ligero condega or ligero telí.
Yeah, okay, I understand. But please, everyone, feel free. Raise the hand like Sam is doing now, and please, your apportation will be very welcome. Yeah, of course, Sam, please.
Thank you. Towards the end, maybe expected a bit more mineral taste is apparent as well, along with leather taste.
You get the leather taste?
Yes.
Yeah.
But also a bit mineral taste as well.
Yes, the mineral now we know that it's coming from the seco condega. The earth note becomes like that, and the wood note. The second one that you say is from the ligero telí. I'm clear now what I classify it. Yes, I agree with you.
So that would leave us with the number 3, the ligero condega. And my guess is that would add those fruity, sweet notes.
Very good. Very good. Can I say is the one that I bring the tropical fruit like mango, like banana, like orange, things like that?
In my mind, yes. That's the condega ligero.
Very good. Thank you.
For me, I don't know where to put it, Manuel. You will tell me. But for me, I have a toasty, sweet flavor all the time. Very, very creamy, sweet, and toast.
Toasty could be came for the coffee notes.
Yeah, coffee notes, toffee notes. Yeah, but sweet. You know,
not sweet. It's creamy. It's creamy. It's on the yeah. Very good. Very good. And did you think that it came from the ligero telí or from the ligero condé?
You will tell me.
Yeah.
And the apprentice here.
I think it came from the ligero telí. I think because for the condega now we go to the fruity side. So maybe they give you also the touch of the leather notes coming from the condega. Absolutely. Pasa al otro slide. And we put another slide. You know, think about it. Yeah, so long. I don't got it. You got the wrapper that you see is from Nicaragua. It's Nicaragua wrapper. It's Havana seed from Italy. The binder, we decided to use the condega to keep it, the spiciness and the earthy potentializer. And then, you know, now the filler from Nicaragua. All those cigars is from Nicaragua land. All those tobacco.
Okay, Tim have another question, please.
Sure, thank you. I don't know if you would agree, but this the cigar, although very Nicaraguan, it doesn't have that punchy strength to it, which I like. Would you agree? Because Nicaraguans are quite heavy actually, and in strength they are quite high. But this one is very pleasant to smoke and quite enjoyable. It doesn't have that kick in it.
Yeah, let me tell you something, my friend. Maybe something that you doesn't know. You know, I travel all over the world, and people talk about Nicaragua taste, but they love to mix the tobacco from Nicaragua with the Dominican ones, because they want to reduce this impact, this aggressive impact that the tobacco from Nicaragua has. Good or bad, people want to put in the nicely. So this is the reason why we decided to go for the Nicaragua smoother than the rest of the tobacco came from Nicaragua. Amazing tobacco. But I think if I put too much, people will say, oh, another Nicaraguan one. We want to came with something different, with something smooth, with something elegant. With that tobacco, you can do a lot of beautiful job, depending what the people are looking for. Absolutely true.
I agree with that, Manuel. And you remember the other day we talked about this cigar, and you asked me if I hadn't smoked it, and we talk about that characteristic of the cigar that make it quite different of the what we consider normal in Nicaragua. That is that elegant, no aggressive flavor. Very good job.
Yeah, I think the rest of the team are agreeing with us. I want to hear from them.
Yeah, I personally agree also with what Stan said, because it's generally when you I smoke Nicaragua, and many times I really don't enjoy it until the end. Now I am almost going over the third. I'm getting to the end, so it's a very smooth cigar, and I feel now that basically I don't know, you know, the creme caramel, the burnt part of the creme caramel. When you eat the creme caramel, the burnt part, this last part of the cigar is that one. It is sweet, but also has some strength, but it's not heavy. It doesn't really punch you.
Exactly. At the end, I don't feel it. There's some caramel notes, some honey taste.
Yeah.
Also,
but it is strong honey, not sweet honey.
Exactly. Exactly.
I would say in our area we say chestnuts honey, from chestnut fields honey.
Yeah.
I don't know in Nicaragua if you have it, but that's the way I would.
Can you feel the freshness like mint?
No.
Not fresh in the mouth.
But, no,
freshness.
No, but I have some freshness, but I wouldn't say it's mint.
No. It's like it's the herbal notes. At the end, some herbal notes coming. That could be mint, could be eucalyptus, things like that.
Eucalyptus, yeah, maybe eucalyptus, yeah.
Yeah, it's some freshness in the mouth. Some freshness. They came from the side of the herbal notes, but it's not on the side of the dry herbal notes like haze. No, nothing like that.
Okay, thank you, Gino. And now Ben has raised his hand. Please, Ben, open your microphone.
Me, unmuted, okay. I think we can come to a conclusion here that this is a Dominican version of Puro Nicaragua.
Yes, sir.
But maybe a political question.
Yeah.
I know you guys in Dominican Republic love to blend, but this is a competitive country, Nicaragua, for the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
So I think it's quite a daring thing to make a Nicaraguan puro in the Dominican Republic. What is your opinion about it?
No, let me tell you, my friend, the best tobacco in the world is in Dominican Republic. The best of the best. But we have, like you say, political scene in Nicaragua, political scene in Ecuador, political scene in Honduras, in the United States, in Africa, Cameroon, Indonesia. So we are tobacco lovers. I love tobacco. Doesn't matter where they come from. It doesn't matter if they are fighting with us or not. We bring this to letting people know that we are very blessed to be partner of the United States for the broadleaf AK-45. This is the Pennsylvania one. Also, very blessed from Cameroon for Red Africa one. If you try one cigar that we do with a Brazilian one under the Preferidos line, the Ruby, you will taste different things, very, very high spiciness from Brazil. So I'd say, why not to do it from Nicaragua too? Come on.
Ben, just one comment. I mean, there are in admin, you were raising your hand. We have to give him the microphone next. But there were other cigars coming out of the Dominican Republic that use a lot of tobacco, or Nicaraguan only, like Davidoff, for instance. So why not? You know, when you think about the old U.S. cigars from Tampa, they were using Cuban tobacco only before the embargo. So who cares?
Yeah, listen, if we got the opportunity to get tobacco from Cuba, for sure we do some nice tobacco from Cuba too, because Cuba have a very nice tobacco too. It's only the way that you blend it that made the difference. Exactly the same now. Nicaragua is the way that I blended. So you try different cigar from Nicaragua, and this is totally different with the same tobacco. Huh?
Okay, admin, you wanted to make a question? You have wait. Now you have the micro open, please.
Yeah. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Yes, my real name is not admin, but Philip. Sorry for that. I would like to ask a question to Manuel. Manuel, I find it a very full body cigar, and I feel a lot of nicotine in the cigar. Is that correct?
Is that correct? Is that correct? But much of the time, all the tobacco has nicotine, right? Because it's nicotinian plants. When you blend it all ligero, you will get more nicotine and more powerful, more power. That power kill you the flavors. And that I said at the beginning, we don't want to bring one cigar to kill nobody. We want to bring a cigar to put people happy. And I think this is the one that we bring it today. A very balanced cigars, very unique cigars, very smooth, very rounded, that people don't feel bad with that cigar. It's one cigar that you can smoke every morning, every afternoon, every night. You can share that cigars with any drinks, because we taste this with, of course, remember, you need to know your drinks when you're smoking your cigar. For example, let's say you are trying the cigar with the wine. You don't bring the same flavors if you take a Cabernet, more of the dryness side, that one Merlot, that is more fruity side. So if you are drinking one Cabernet and with my cigar, and I'm drinking one Merlot with my cigar, for sure we bring two different type of emotion. You know what I mean?
And now, Gustavo, is your go. Gustavo.
Yeah, I would like to add something in regards Puro Nicaragua rolled in Dominicana. And it reminds me when I had a fantastic paella in Las Vegas, or an amazing sushi in Santo Domingo. So for us, tobacco leaves are just ingredients. So, and it doesn't matter. I mean, as far as you have the correct ingredients, you can prepare the meal in Dominicana or in Nicaragua or in other parts of the world. So yeah, in Dominicana we are used to use blends, but also we are used to produce 100%, like the 100 years. La Aurora 100 is puro Dominicano. In La Aurora 100, we are using just tobacco from the Cibao Valley. So in this case, Manuel developed a puro Nicaragua rolled in Dominicana. But the same happened with the paella in Las Vegas or with the sushi in Santo Domingo. So at the end of the day, we are using ingredients for different parts of the world. We can produce, develop a cigar with pure Nicaragua, with pure Dominicana, or it depends on Manuel, or by using Andullo or Araperique or hookers. At the end of the day, we are using ingredients for cooking a meal. So it doesn't matter if the kitchen is here or is there. So I think as far as the ingredients are correct, and the chef is the professional one, and the kitchen is a proper one, it doesn't matter.
Thank you, Gustavo. And Reinhold, you have another question.
Gustavo, I couldn't agree more. Just if I may, I would like to add another comparison. None of the leading chocolate companies in the world produce the
cocoa.
Belgium, Switzerland, Austria, Italy. So you do the same thing. You just take the tobacco leaf that you're in love with and have a chef do the great cigar. But let me add another thing. Maybe Javier, you can lead through the whole panel. I would love to hear from you, each of you, how you would rate this, not rate the cigar in terms of points, but in strength. That will be really interesting for me. How strong is this cigar for you individually?
Okay, so
I'll go first. I'll go first.
I give the voice. Okay, I go one by one, and I give voice. So Peter, you're the first. You're on my right, Peter.
Now the mic's open. Yes. Well, in regard of the strength, I would rate it medium strong to me, because it's the smoothness, and I don't feel that nicotine touch that much. So it's, for me, it's a mild cigar, a little more than mild, medium body, and I absolutely agree with Manuel. This can be smoked in the morning with a coffee or after lunch, whenever in the evening. It's a fantastic cigar at any time of the day. I would go for 5 to 6.
Thank you, Peter. And now, Michael?
I would go for 3 out of 5. I don't agree with smoking this in the morning. I am used to milder ones in the morning, but yeah, maybe even to after some meat, actually it goes well, but 3 out of 5, medium.
Thank you, Michael. And now, Sam.
I would stick to my earlier comment, the cigar being not very punchy in its strength, and probably rate as medium to medium strong, but a medium full in terms of strength. But a very lovely cigar. I really like smoking it.
Thank you, Sam. Ben.
For me, it was a pleasant surprise for having a puro Nicaragua from Dominican. I think the start was a little bit spicy, and then it became smoother. And for me, it's a rating 2.5. It's a good cigar, medium strength to smoke, not in the morning, I think, but from the afternoon.
Thank you, Ben. And now, sorry, we don't know each other. Your name, I read your name is admin. You said your name is not admin, but
Philip. Yes, my real name is Philip.
Philip.
Yes, right. As I said, I find it.
Let's do one thing. I can. It's late, but I can do it.
Yeah. Yes. As I said before, I find it a full body cigar. The strength is rather 4 or 5, and the cigar is too strong to smoke in the morning. And there's another taste that I mentioned in the third, and that is orange peel. And that's a lovely, lovely taste.
Yeah.
And between the second third and the third, there is few evolution, and that's a bit. I had to expect more, but my rating is 3 out of 5.
Thank you, Philip. Aldo, it's your go.
Here we are. Also for me, it's a mild cigar. Mild, and maybe the last third is a little bit stronger, so mild to strong in the last third. But yes, maybe not a cigar for the early morning, but with a coffee in the middle of the morning could be okay.
Thank you, Aldo. And now, Andre.
I actually didn't receive my cigar, but I look forward to it.
Okay, we can tell you then. Thank you, Andre. Thank you. Richard?
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, Richard.
Hi. I think it's a middle. It's not for the morning, but at midday you can smoke it. It's very good.
Thank you, Richard. Vlad?
So I'm in Vegas. I didn't get the cigar, but my local lounge opens in 25 minutes, so I'll let you know.
Good.
Sorry?
So my local lounge opens in about 25 minutes. I'll go and buy it afterwards. I'm in Vegas, so I wouldn't be getting it.
Okay. Okay. And Mirko?
Hi. I think medium. You hear me?
Yeah, we hear you. Yeah.
Okay. I think 3 or 5 medium, and after 2 months Corona, it's also a morning cigar for me. I like it very much, and I will smoke this cigar every hour in the day. It's an absolute perfect cigar. And it's not a show because I smoked this with Christian, and he said the same as me, medium cigar, and you can smoke it morning, 10 o'clock in the morning, it's no problem. A good coffee, it's a perfect cigar. Thank you.
Thank you, Mirko.
Have a nice day, or
Gino?
It's a medium cigar, definitely a medium cigar that I can smoke it all day. But 2.5 to 3 maybe at the end, like now where I'm at the end, I can say it's 3 out of 5. But it's definitely a medium cigar for me, and I can smoke it all day. I don't smoke early in the morning, so I would never light a cigar in the morning. So basically from 11 o'clock in the morning, this is the perfect cigar for the first cigar. It's the perfect first cigar, I think, for my taste.
Thank you, Gino. And Reinhard?
For me, it's a medium, 3 out of 5. I think due to the piquancy and the spiciness and that slight black pepperish note, I think it might give you a bit more of a pungent sensation. The spiciness is very pronounced, especially in the retrohale. They get a lot of like that black peppery, and at the beginning was almost cayenne pepper-like. I think that boosts the overall sensation. So some people, might have the feeling it feels a little heavier and more full-bodied than it is in strength. But as I said, in general, a medium, 3. And I would just like to add a big thank you to all for organizing this. Reinhold and Mr. Inoa, thanks for hosting this, and Javier doing a great job. Thank you.
Thank you, Reinhard. Annette, I don't know if you want to are you smoking? First of all, Annette, let me tell you that it's a pleasure to see you again.
It is the same for me, Javier. Hello to everybody. And for mi corazón, it's so nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
I have sent all my samples to Austria, so I was not able to smoke a cigar today.
You're generous one. Good, thank you. So Reinhold, is your go then.
Thank you so much, Annette. That was mighty kind of you.
No, it was a pleasure for me, Reinhold.
Thank you. For me, it's definitely maximum medium minus cigar in strength. What I like about it is it's full flavored. Although medium in nicotine, I could smoke that cigar any day, any time of the day, and I will. That's my point of view, but it's interesting to see how everybody's is a little bit different. And thank you all for participating. I think we're coming to an end now, and I especially want to thank Annette for providing the cigars, Gustavo for organizing it.
Reinhold, please. Peter wants to talk.
I'm sorry.
He's raising the hand with in the camera, but he wants to talk. Peter, please.
It was just my daughter Pia is sitting beside me, and she was invited from Reinhold to join this panel too, as a sort of special guest. So it's her first tasting in that kind of way, and I just want to give her the chance to give her opinion too, if you don't mind.
No, okay, let's go.
Hi to everyone. Manuel, nice to meet you.
It's nice to meet you, my darling.
I've learned so much today. It was amazing. And thanks to Reinhold for inviting me. Well, I wouldn't smoke the cigar in the morning, but I'm not a morning smoker anyway. But after lunch, afternoon, evening, anytime, and it's very smooth and a very soft cigar for me, and I enjoyed it very much. Amazing work.
Thank you very much. So, Reinhold, whatever you want, you're the boss. We all love you, Reinhold. You're the boss.
I'm sorry, Peter. You were on the top of my screen, so I thought I was the last one. Now, I want to thank you all for participating, especially Annette for providing the cigars, Gustavo for making it possible, Javier for moderating the whole thing, and the people in the back like Marta and Miguel, who did the technical part, and of course, Manuel, you are in our hearts. And it was so bad that you couldn't make it to Vienna, sitting at the Schweizer house with huge beers, because the Corona didn't.
I want to be there. I want to be there sooner or later.
Please, yeah, let's do that later in the year or next year. And I leave you with the final words, please.
Please. I think I'm at the same page of you. It's a cigar medium to full. We don't want a full body, we want a full flavor. So I think we have a winner in our hands. I think overall, it's a great cigar for cigar lovers. Keep enjoying, my friends. Keep enjoying. I love all of you. Thank you to be with us today. I will be here every time you need me. I will be able to be with you, my friend. Thank you a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Bye. Goodbye, all.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Take
Thank you
care.
very much.
Goodbye.
Stay safe.
Bye-bye.
Gracias.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Goodbye to all.
Ciao.